Hey everybody, Alex Kozora, SteelersDepot.com, back to do another Talk to the Tape video. You have to go with the defense today. Usually it's a debate. You talk about something on the offense or the defense, but when you hold Tom Brady and company to 10 points and only 3 after the third play of the game for New England, you got to give credit to the defense. You have to look at what they did that made them so successful against New England. And I thought one thing that Keith Butler did really well was scheming up his coverages and disguising his coverages to make life a little bit tougher on Brady, because if he knows what you're doing, he's going to take advantage of it, regardless of whether you're running zone or man or some sort of, pattern matching scheme. If he knows what's coming, he's going to find the right matchup and has enough talent to be able to execute. So I thought one thing Butler did well was disguise some of his coverages. And to be fair, this is not brand new. This didn't just start in week 15. It's slowly gotten better as the year's gone on, as a guy like Terrell Edmonds has gotten more comfort in the system, as they've gotten more health with guys like Mike Hilton and Joe Haden and Morgan Burnett. So it's something that's slowly come along. It's been one issue for why the defense struggled early in the year, because they were a very static defense. Not as much now. Not where you want it to be. That's not a Baltimore-type defense yet, but in terms of the coverages, it's getting better. So first one here, as you've probably seen a couple times, looks like you're going to get single high coverage here to start. Nope. They're going to rotate to this cover 2, where Davis is going to come down and replace as the middle hole defender. So you go from looks like going to be a cover 1, now it's a cover 2. And Brady's got to try to find somewhere to go with the football. So again, you get your rotation. You get some nice pressure, knock Brady off his spot. Nothing open. Maybe a guy here, but Brady's off to his right. Now you do get an opportunity for a first down here, kind of a poor pass, but you get some pressure. That's what creates it. Look at it again. Again, off the snap, you're thinking if you're getting a cover 3 look, 3 deep zone coverage, maybe 4 under, with a 4-man rush. Nope, we're going to rotate out. Safety's, a shallow depth to start. Good timing on this one to rotate the coverage late. You don't want to tip your hand too early. And there's the rotation. And it's played well. And again, maybe are you getting man coverage here? Cam Sutton kind of going with Edelman in the motion. Might tip man. Good tendency breaker. Nope, it's going to be zone coverage instead. Just moving the zone around. And it's incomplete. And the Patriots have to punt. And we'll look one look from the end zone view, but you've already seen it from the best view here. Again, rotate that coverage. Looks like, shallow safeties here from Edmonds and Davis. There's Burnett. There's Davis at the top. Almost off screen. Looks like cover 1 or cover 3. You can get some motion, with the corner here. They can cover 1, and they rotate to cover 2 instead. Vince drops out. First option isn't there. Watt gets pressure. Next, working on Cannon. Brady's now got to scramble. Ball a little behind. You get off the field. So that's what you want to see here from Keith Butler. Next one here is going to be in the second half, third quarter. All a similar theme in this video. This one's going to be the TJ Watt sack. Now this one's a little bit different. Looks like maybe you're going to get cover 2, maybe 2-man. Burnett bails late or bails a little too early, and so you kind of lose the disguise there. You have to time these things up well, but it is tough to do against a guy like Tom Brady. But it looks like, are you getting 2-man here with trail position by the corners and safety up over the top? Nope, you're going to get a specialty coverage on third down. You can get these bracket coverage up top on the receiver here, on Gronkowski down here, doubled, man the rest of the way. No safety help at all. But there's nothing open for Brady. Everything's taken away. Flats are covered. He's actually was probably going to go to the flats. So I'm working on Vince Williams, but, would that get a first down? Maybe not. But doubled, man coverage down here. Best weapons taken away. And TJ Watt gets home pretty quickly. Again, working on Cannon for the only sack of the day on Tom Brady. Quick look at the end zone view, then we'll go back up top. But again, confusing Brady, making him hold on to the football, making him go through his second and third reads. You're going to see it here. We'll look at it one more time because I do want to show that. Watch Brady here. Off the snap, looking left. Gets a different coverage than what he wants. It's not there. Now he's got to go to the right, reset himself, start looking for third, fourth reads. By that time, pressure's there. Watt gets the sack. That's how you get pressure on Brady. Everybody says, to beat Brady, you got to pressure him. You got to hit him, yada, yada. Of course, any quarterback in football, you want to pressure, hit, knock him off their spot, get the ball out quick. Of course, what quarterback do you say let him have all day back there? But how do you do that? You do that by disguising your looks and coverages, making Brady go through his reads, not giving him anything easy, and being unpredictable in what you're going to do. Different coverages, a volume of coverages, good tendency breakers. You have to be able to self-scout and know what the tendencies that you do that they are going to be aware of, and how do you counter that? Do something different in that moment. And so for Pittsburgh, you don't see a lot of this bracket and specialty coverage, but in a game like this, you needed it because of the talent and because of the scheme, and because of obviously what Brady and Belichick are capable of doing if they know what coverage they're getting. So we're going to bracket here on the X. We're going to bracket Gronk, take away their biggest weapons, trust our other guys to man up, and that's what you get. And you get off the field for another punt. I think that's actually on second down, but I think we're going to look at the next play here where you do get off the field. But it puts him in, yeah, this was 2nd and 9, so it puts him in 3rd and 16. And actually, this is the pass interference on Joe Haden, but it would have been getting off the field. So this look here, it's going to be generally the same coverage. We're just going to rotate the deep help here. Burnett's going to rotate out. Davis is going to drop down in zone coverage into this cover 3. Or this 3 deep zone, I guess I should say. But yeah, Burnett's going to rotate, take deep. Davis is going to drop down, become a hook defender in the coverage. And not the best ball from Brady. Haden gets called for pass interference. Was a good call. It was pass interference. So it does keep the drive alive. But you're seeing some different coverages and different looks. Again, this is where Burnett starts on the snap. Going to drop way out. Switch responsibilities with Sean Davis. Brady does have a good amount of time here. The stunt really wasn't effective. The Patriots passed it off well, so that didn't help any matters. But I like the idea of disguising it. Stuff you really haven't seen from this team this year. So in a big moment, you're getting some new looks from this team. Stuff New England hasn't seen, hasn't prepared for, doesn't know that's in your Rolodex, and you're creating some confusion. And again, I'll go back for the end zone view. You know, you made Brady hold on to the football. Now the pressure didn't get there. The guys didn't get home up front. All the games they were running. But Brady's got to go through his reads. I mean, look how long he's taken to try to go through his reads and reset his feet. He's got to come across the field to probably his last option in Hogan to make that throw. And it's unfortunate that Haden gets called for PI there. Last one, and I'm saving the best for last because this is my favorite, clip to look at. It's the Joe Haden interception. And this also came off some disguise and making Brady uncomfortable. That's how you make Brady uncomfortable, by making him unsure of what he's seeing. So look at the whole thing here. Yes, there's good pressure, and Haden makes a heck of a play along the sideline here. But I think it starts with kind of the look. So I'll go back here to the top. This is what the Patriots line up in. Empty, again, single high. If you're Tom Brady, you're thinking, okay, I got 5 wides out here. They got a single high. That looks like a good matchup to go vertical. So they're calling 4 verts on this play. 1, 2, 3, 4 guys going vertical here. If they're playing cover 3 against 4 verts, that's basic math. One of the cover 3's biggest problem areas are the 4 vertical game. If you spot drop, you don't match it, odds are a seam defender is going to get free because the safety's got to pick a side. You throw opposite of where he's running. So it looks like cover 3 off the snap. Now watch what happens. I'm going to rotate to 2 deep. Instead of a single high, it's now 2 deep. And now we've solved the problem of the 4 verticals. Burnett has the seam here, and I think that's Hilton, whoever this is here, has the seam here. So now we're okay. Davis drops down again as that middle hole defender in 2 deep, really becomes more of a quarters coverage with the cornerback sinking. They're going to match vertical. So this is a kind of a pattern match too, where maybe this would have been, if someone's on a curl to the flat, you're going to break down and pass it off. But against 4 verticals, we're going to match. 1 and 2 are vertical. Corners have to do that, have to match and carry the route. Kind of see that here. Haden squatting, but then he feels 1 get vertical, so we're going to carry it. We're going to carry the seams here, and there's nothing open for Tom Brady. Now, had this been single high coverage, and again, you're looking at the seam here, this is kind of the big one, because you're thinking, okay, the seam receiver here, I think that's Cordell Patterson. On the linebacker, Vince Williams. I mean, if they're playing, even if they're playing some sort of man coverage, I mean, that's Vince on Patterson. That looks like a good matchup to me. And we've seen, Keenan Allen on linebackers before, and you got shades of the Chargers game. But we're going to disguise it. We're going to be okay here because Burnett's going to drop out and carry the seam defender, or the seam receiver. So Brady's got nowhere to go. He's holding on to the football. He's feeling some pressure. Gets home. Bad pass, trying to get it out of bounds. Haden capitalizes. That's how you beat Brady. You make him uncomfortable, not by pressure, but by his reads, by making him hold on to the football. Look at him go through his reads here. He's going right, left, right. He's got nothing. He doesn't know what he does. The coverage is late. It's disguised. He's gonna now has to read the whole field as the play is going on. It's gonna take any quarterback, I don't care who you are, time to decipher, what the coverage is and who's gonna be open. But he's going right. Now he wants left. Nothing there. The seam's taken away because Burnett's carrying it. Now we're gonna go back to the right. And by this time, you got Tuitt coming in free. Hayward coming in free. Really probably could have been called for holding here on Trent Brown. Now you're going to force a bad ball, attempted throwaway. Haden makes a heck of a play. But that's all because of the coverage getting disguised. What you see pre-snap and what you get post-snap, totally different things. That's how you have to win. That's how this defense has to win. They can't be as static in their coverages and in their tendencies and be as predictable. That's been the biggest issue with this defense throughout the year is predictability. And that's what's really hurt them the most because the talent level isn't so good that you can overcome that, like Seattle from 3, 4, 5 years ago when they were the Legion of Boom and they were basically just a strict cover 3 match, Ripley's match kind of team, and they could get away with that because they had great safety play, Chancellor and Earl Thomas and Richard Sherman a corner, and the talent could just win out. In Pittsburgh, you don't have that kind of elite talent, so you have to be creative. And this is a great call. Probably, I'll say, my favorite call Keith Butler made all year long. And I think Butler deserves credit for the Haden interception because of the coverage. Now, Haden deserves a ton of it too because he executed. He made a heck of a play. We'll check it out right now. But I love the call here. This is fantastic. And rushing coverage going together. Haden, look at him high point this football. Looking like a receiver out there. And then trying to get carried out by Gronk. Get those feet in bounds. Fantastic. Makes the play. Everyone's going wild. So one last look at it. Again, looks like single high, maybe cover 3. Nope, cover 2, quarters coverage. And that's how it's done. So I got a train coming. I don't want it to be blared in your ear. But great job by Butler disguising coverage. There's more of this going to be required against the Saints. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, whether you're watching on YouTube, Steelers Depot, or following me on Twitter at Alex_Kozora. Again, thank you guys for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.